For thousands of years, people have practiced selective breeding, choosing animals with desirable traits to breed and create offspring with improved characteristics. Cows that produced more milk and horses that ran faster are classic examples. Similarly, humans applied these methods to plants, developing wheat and grapes more resilient to harsh conditions. But what if humans applied this same selective approach to themselves? What if only the most intelligent, attractive, or physically capable people were permitted to have children, while others were prohibited? Throughout history, humanity experimented with this concept, known as eugenics, with disastrous outcomes. This video explores 10 fascinating facts about the history and implications of eugenics. Ideas about human selective breeding first emerged in ancient times. Greek philosopher Plato, recognizing inheritance patterns, suggested state-controlled reproduction. He proposed assigning citizens a marriage number based on their qualities, secretly pairing those with similar high numbers to breed superior individuals. Though Plato's system was never implemented, Sparta practiced a brutal form of eugenics known as infanticide. Weak infants were abandoned, ensuring only the strongest survived. Ancient Rome enacted similar harsh laws. In the 19th century, English scientist Francis Galton formally introduced eugenics, inspired by evolutionary theory developed by his cousin Charles Darwin. Galton advocated improving humanity by encouraging reproduction among individuals with desirable traits and discouraging or even prohibiting reproduction among those with undesirable characteristics. Eugenics divided into two branches: positive eugenics, encouraging reproduction among people deemed genetically superior, and negative eugenics, preventing reproduction among people with traits considered inferior. Negative eugenics often involved forced sterilization of individuals labeled as criminals, alcoholics, or those with congenital conditions. Eugenicists wrongly believed traits like alcoholism or criminality were purely hereditary, ignoring complex environmental and social factors. Such simplistic views made human selective breeding ineffective and ethically problematic. Tragically, hundreds of thousands of people suffered due to forced sterilizations and exterminations justified by eugenics. Nazi Germany implemented eugenics aggressively under the term racial hygiene. They forcibly sterilized over 400,000 individuals and systematically exterminated those deemed unworthy of life, including disabled and mentally ill individuals, through the T4 euthanasia program. Nazis also promoted positive eugenics, encouraging reproduction among racially pure Germans, while kidnapping children from occupied territories who fit their racial ideals. Eugenics was equally influential in the United States. From the late 19th century, American eugenicists promoted policies restricting reproduction among impoverished and minority groups. Many Americans faced forced sterilization without consent, especially marginalized communities. U.S. eugenicists also pioneered IQ testing as a means to justify sterilizations and held exhibitions rating children similarly to livestock shows. Eugenics significantly influenced restrictive immigration policies favoring Northern Europeans. Forced sterilizations continued in the U.S. long after World War II, particularly targeting African Americans and Native Americans. Even in modern times, forced sterilization or reproductive restrictions have persisted in various forms globally. Japan, until recently, required transgender individuals to undergo sterilization to officially change gender. Bangladesh offers financial incentives for voluntary sterilizations, but reports exist of involuntary procedures. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, human zoos showcased people from African tribes to demonstrate the supposed superiority of European races, reinforcing racist ideologies. These exhibitions, though heavily criticized today, continued into the 21st century in modified forms. Eugenics today is universally condemned due to its horrific consequences. However, advancements in genetic engineering raise ethical questions similar to those posed by eugenics. While eliminating hereditary diseases could significantly improve lives, defining what constitutes undesirable genes remains controversial. Genetic screenings for conditions like dwarfism have sparked debates about ethics and human diversity. A key ethical challenge is balancing beneficial genetic interventions without repeating past abuses or causing unintended suffering. Eugenics' dark history highlights the importance of careful consideration when applying scientific knowledge to human lives. Should governments intervene when parents knowingly risk having children likely to suffer from severe hereditary conditions? Share your thoughts in the comments below.